Well, welcome, one and all, to Bike Racing Without Mercy, to Majorca's Playa de Utopia 312 start pin. I'm with Steve from Bristol. He's got a brand new, fresh out of the bike box, a BMC. The other one got broke, didn't it? So you haven't been able to train.
Fortunately, yeah. 2 weeks ago.
Very best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Best of luck, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Best of luck. Best of luck.
A carnival of carbon with 8,000 cyclists negotiating 3 routes, including a not trivial Baby Bear at 167 km, Mama Bear at 220, and Daddy Bear at a frustratingly short of a double Imperial Century 312 with 4,500 metres ascending, most of it weighted to the beautiful first 160 km. All kinds of nervous energy and early morning carbohydrates waiting to be expended pedalling. The carnival starts for everybody at 6:30 a.m.
Hey, Steve!
But if you're not in a VIP pen, it takes time to get rolling, about 10 minutes or so for me. The 312 is extremely focused on overall time, including stops, with strictly enforced cut-off times to get to both the extra loop for the 220 and then the 312.
Look who I found, it's Aros.
Euros.
He who constructively criticises my deadlifts. Aros.
Euros.
Liège-Bastogne, Liège, the 312, and then Fred Whitten next weekend. You are a glutton for punishment, sir.
Oh, stupid.
Stupid. Well, he knows how to deadlift, that's for sure. London, Edinburgh, London is on his next list as well. Look at this though. Traffic jam on the first coal. Look at the, well, you can't even see the power. This is not quite what I had in my mind's eye for the video. But it's nice for a little chat, hey?
Not exactly zone 2.
Not exactly zone 2.
It isn't going to do much for you.
The irony of zigzagging up the first climb at 4% gradient.
In your big ring.
Like your S-Works. Look at the views though.
Nice one, Phil, slick as ever, with a seamless overdub to rectify.
Oh dear. Ambulance coming through. Beautiful, but very slow. Very slow indeed. I guess good for the pacing. Never have I seen a climb so packed.
Yeah, it has.
Gracias.
Go, 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 go!
Enamoured by my masterful pronunciation of his name, Euros immediately and nimbly plotted a route through the peloton in search of a Spanish deed poll office to make the required correction. It was a new and, shall we say, precious experience to have to brake going uphill. But the party atmosphere, the views and the general goodwill more than made up for the slower pace. And looking back, I know it was good in terms of conserving energy and muscle glycogen for the final, and it seems strange to say, the final 152 km much later.
A small descent and a few more steps up to complete the MJ10. I'd say a few small, about another, well, at this pace, 30 to 40 minutes of climbing.
It's a cliche, but it's a true one, that this is the eating Gran Fondo. Therefore, I'd had a good meal of fish and rice the night before, and a couple of bowls of oats, yoghurt and honey for breakfast. In my jersey pockets, 8 energy bars were secreted, plus a couple of the new veggie flavoured Serene, courtesy of Ollie, cheers Ollie, and also 4 gels. In my large bottles, I had both electrolytes to replace the lost salt-free perspiration and 80 grams of SIS beta fuel, plus a spare packet of beta fuel and an electrolyte package in my pockets also. And of course, 3 cameras and a pump.
Not going to go for the first stop. It's just water, Coca-Cola, that kind of stuff. And look, proper busy. What a sight. We've been at a kind of, well, endurance pace throughout most of the climb, in all honesty. Not a bad thing, I guess. Hopefully we'll have more energy for later, but look at that.
The descent down Puig Major to Solaire on closed roads is very special, so naturally the battery in my front camera gave up the ghost. But I took it carefully and held my line, allowing faster riders through on the left. At the front of my mind was the fact that I had been informed that there are always crashes on this descent during the 312.
Gracias.
I'll put it now.
There was much more room for manoeuvre on the climb out of Solaire, enabling me to ride at my aerobic threshold, aka endurance pace, and take in the views.
And that was the climb out of Solaire, a nice climb. Beautiful hairpins, not too long. I guess about 3k, no idea. You're right here. All right. About 80 kilometres in, all is well. Hey Dimitri,
Hello.
how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Feeling good?
Yeah, you are?
You confident?
Yeah, definitely.
Confidence higher than mine. It's been beautiful so far though, hasn't it?
Really beautiful.
Anyway, let's stay on top of the Yeti. Beautiful views. Look at this. Got a coast. Beautiful giant, Dimitri.
Yeah, thank you.
About 4k away from the second big feed stop, in a bit of a traffic jam. What I'm learning about a 312 is it's not necessarily just the pace you want to ride. There's so many riders, and sometimes the road is quite narrow, but it's actually the pace of others. For about 40 minutes or so, 45 minutes until the first of the cut-offs. So I should make that quite comfortably. And probably isn't a bad thing that the pace, my pace, is being kept below where the idiot in me would otherwise take it to. Hey Elvis,
All right, Phil.
how's it going?
Good, thanks. Where's Jayne?
She's on the e-bike down the road.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah, no. So, how are you finding it so far? We're about 97k in.
Oh, it's emotional, Phil.
Emotional?
Yeah, very emotional.
Fancy coming up with the word emotional.
Went out too hard.
Went out too hard.
Yeah, thinking it was...
Did he burn a match and throw a grenade?
I think I burnt 2 or 3 matches.
No grenade?
No grenade, not yet. I think trying to keep up with the London Dynamo guys
Yeah.
was a bit too ambitious. But I think we're nearly over
Yeah.
most of the climbing, aren't we?
Well, the hard bits anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so...
It's been beautiful though, hasn't it?
Oh, mate, wonderful.
And loving your Specialised.
Oh, thank you very much. Specialised tarmac.
Yep, that is indeed the sound of my disc brakes. I've forgotten to give them a clean following all of our adventures during the week. Check out the video Cycling Majorca. I'll put a link at the end of this.
To say the second feed stop is busy would be something of an understatement. I'm going to pass. We'll see if that's just plain stupidity in about 3 hours. Nice stretch of road this. Beautiful coast road this. Nice shade from the pine trees. Views, I mean, views to die for. 120 km for me. Normally I just want an Uber to go home.
The coastal road is truly one of the gems of the Majorca 312 and also affords excellent opportunity to stay on top of your nutrition, emphasising that even at endurance pace, I know from the lab tests that I'm burning about 150 grams or more of carbs per hour and struggling to eat much more than 100 grams per hour on the bike, i.e. I'm in a continual deficit. I thoroughly enjoyed all these punchy little climbs coming up and out the villages. Gave you a chance to get up and out the saddle, fire up the hamstrings and give the quads a bit less work.
Gracias. Gracias.
From the climb out of Soler onwards, I basically rode to my endurance pace as calculated in the Oxford laboratory with Adam Isherwood, where we found the endurance power that aligns to my own unique physiology, around about 210 to 230 watts, obviously with recovery on the descent.
Gracias, gracias. If ever you want to know what the mass consumption of carbohydrates looks like, I present. Carbohydrate carnage. Cheers.
This beautiful village marks a transition point between the first half, the climbing half of the Majorca 312 and the flatter 50%.
Time to hitch your lift.
But don't make the same mistake as me and underestimate just how tough this flatter 50% is. It is relentless, it's sapping off the energy. There's kickers, there's crosswinds, there's headwinds. You've got to dig deep and stay on top of the nutrition to get through it. As for La Marmotte and the Fred Whitton, a little fella like me likes to get on the back of the bigger riders in order to hitch a lift across the flatter terrain.
Hard work this.
I figured it might take about a minute to bridge across them. I hadn't realised they were going quite as quickly. I had to dig deep. This is about a 3-minute effort and it was proper emotional. But it's worth it to get into the sanctuary of their draft. I mean, look at the power versus the speed once the eagle has landed.
Holy shit. That was hard.
There's nothing like a European pace line on the flat, and I took care to go nowhere near the front. Self-preservation society indeed.
I'm not going to lie, it's been harder trying to stay on this pace line than the climbing. got a moment to relax on the climb. So about 180 kilometers into the ride, 3,350 meters of climbing. We're in a very shallow climb here. My paceline partners are behind, just taking the opportunity to get a little bit of a head start, a little bit of a vlog in, and hopefully latch back on. It was definitely worth the investment. We really made good pace, 35 to 42 km/h on quite a grippy road surface. Would have been horrible to do it alone. Here they come. Now in a Zwift race, I'd have managed to get dropped. Well, the paceline has deposited me safely, I think it is the fourth feed station, for splash and dash. And when I say splash and dash, I mean it. Not exactly Red Bull racing fast, but not bad. Gracias. Well, it certainly hasn't been as pretty since we've left the mountains. Still feeling alright. About just under 200 kilometers, 3,500 meters of climbing. Just riding my own pace now on the flat, well within the time limit for the 220 kilometers. That's 20 past 4 in the afternoon. It's about an hour and 50. I've got 21 kilometers to go. So I'm not going to cane the arse out of it. Hoping for a tailwind now.
And thus I found my new best friend, and we took it in turns to take the wind in order to make our way through this super flat and unrelenting section of the course as quickly as possible. Certainly, I didn't realise that as the KMs ticked by, so did the number of people sitting in our draft in order to conserve energy. Silly filly.
I'm back into the headwind.
That wasn't very long, was it?
No, it was not. It is horrible, this course.
Where's these lovely roads and, you know, smooth tarmac on?
That's very funny. It is like the Tour of Flanders. I'll get you a better shot of my companion for the Tour of Flanders. Crosswinds, awful roads. The only thing we're knackered is the cobbles.
Few little steep climbs, move in.
I can report that this section of the course is hell. Scenery isn't great, and you've got to work hard to stay in the group. Did a little bit too much in the wind. I'm paying for it. Where have all the nice roads gone? Spirits are not high right now. Dear me. It's flat and windy, typically a headwind. A sight for sore eyes. I'm back with Euros.
Good to see you.
Spirits are higher now. It's nicer to ride with somebody. I don't know how you're going to do Fred Witten next week. Big respect. Liège Bastogne Liège.
Let's get on the bike and pedal, isn't it?
Get on the bike and pedal. Anyway, we're not too far from the next feed stop. Onwards. Clearly the Romans made this road. Euros is a proper powerhouse. It's hard work just to hold the wheel. Oh, the feed stop. Oh my word. Euros, thank you ever so much for the tow. Massively appreciate it. It's really good to meet you in person.
I'll see you up in North Wales sometime.
And thank you very much. Yeah, North Wales, yeah. Thank you ever so much for the tips as well.
No worries.
Take care.
We see you in a bit.
I'm with Ben. We're both in a bit of a low point, but emergency Coca-Cola probably rectify that for a while, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
How's life treating you?
Good.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. Loving life.
Loving life and the racing. Boy, oh boy, you've been working hard, sir. You have been working hard.
Salty boy.
Yeah, good luck with the rest of it.
Thank you very much.
Now, speaking of racing, Manny's just back from Egypt, right, sir?
Yeah.
The perfect preparation for 312 kilometres.
Yeah, Egyptian heat, you know, dry, barren. Actually, but you know what? Majorca's place fabulous. 312 is fabulous. It's just the first 100k. Once you get over the first 100k, you're all right, kind of.
It was the first 100k that I actually enjoyed. It was like Tour of Flanders for the last 3 hours.
It's like, I had a Belgian. I was sitting on the wheel of a big Belgian.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I feel like I'm in Flanders.
All you need is the cobbles and a bit of rain.
It's absolutely fabulous. My mistake, though, was that I turned up 2 hours late at the start line.
Did you? So you've got here
I've been chasing,
since 9 a.m.
I've been chasing for essentially I've been chasing for 3.5 hours, and I finally saw. I've been like, where is this whole Majorca 312?
That is priceless. Chasing the Majorca 312 for 3 hours, but you found it.
I found
and you got near the front as well. I mean, you're proper strong. And good luck with the Cat 2 racing this year.
Catch up.
Yeah, well,
do it right.
I need to get my arse down to the crit racing again, but to
listen,
get dropped.
I'll be coming to Swains with you. Saturday mornings.
Saturday mornings at Swains.
Yeah.
Well, take care. Thank you very much, Benny. Gracias. More luxury, courtesy of London Dynamo, with Ben on the front. Loving the speed and the lack of watts. Relentless is the word. I mean, look at it.
Hard and less scenic this part of the course is, but
Not for me.
the support from Majorcans is on another level. Maximum kudos and gratitude to everybody in Majorca, thank you.
This is a bit of an unpleasant surprise. Dear me. Gracias. 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 How good is this? Water. I need water. Cheers. Thank you to the beautiful people of Majorca for laying on an incredible event. Oh, that was class, wasn't it?
No way can I have a beer then though.
No.
I just need to get back.
Yeah. If I stopped any longer, the legs would have stopped going. Another powerful pace line to the rescue. Rather irritatingly, the Wahoo Bolt has run out of battery. I'd estimate 15k to the end. Gracias, gracias. Well, it's been a long one, that's for sure. Gracias, gracias. I think it said I was sub 12 hours. Relieved is the word. Gracias.
Including 40-minute stop at the feed stations, my total time from crossing the start line was 11 hours, 42 minutes and 55 seconds, 26.6 kilometres an hour.
It's time for tea and medals. Boy, am I glad to see you. Oh, the last trial. Gracias.
It's okay, please.
There we go. Gracias. Initial conclusions? 12 hours on a bike is more than adequate. But the first 160k was spectacular. The second 140k or whatever, less so. Very pleased to go down to the belt though. Moray from All Things Ride, massive thanks for setting up this amazing trip. The 312 has been an incredible experience, but also enabling Jayne, Paul, Sergio, Raul and myself to explore the island. Absolutely incredible, and really looking forward to next year in early April taking part in your Tour of Flanders.